Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we take you to Laurel County where one man awaits sentencing later today for his role in a deadly DUI crash. And a mother dog and her puppies from Grayson County got the attention of Louisville animal rescuers after being shot in the leg and badly beaten. Plus in Indiana, a newborn was just 1 hour old when she was placed in a safe haven box, potentially saving her life.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. The time is 4:59 on January 27th. I'm Madison Pergram, and thank you for joining us on Mountain News This Morning on this Monday morning. If you're just waking up, when I got out into the car, there was a little bit of rain, but let's go to meteorologist Brooke Marshall. Brooke, when I was going out, there was it just started sprinkling. So is this something we're going to see all day long?
Well, we're going to mostly see these showers in the morning hours today, Madison, but overall, some of us are not even seeing those just quite yet. If you look over into downtown Whitesburg, you can see some pretty good conditions down there right now. They're actually managing to stay on the dry side this morning, but we do have a couple conditions we need to look out for. We're seeing a little bit of visibility problems, just some patchy fog throughout the mountains right now. And on top of that fog, we're also seeing some of these scattered showers. You can see some really heavy showers towards that lower Cumberland Valley region right now, so just be careful if you're out on the roads this morning. Madison?
Thank you, Brooke. Well, Kentucky State Police are still searching for a 16-year-old girl who went missing on Saturday, January 18th. This is her. Sydney Reed of Russell is believed to have walked away from her home that Saturday morning between 7 and 10 a.m. She was last seen on Meadowlark Court in Russell. Sydney is about 5 feet tall, 3 inches, and around 130 pounds with brown hair and green eyes. If anyone has information regarding her whereabouts, you're asked to contact Kentucky State Police Post 14 at 606-928-6421. And a Laurel County man who pleaded guilty to manslaughter will receive his sentence later today. Josh Stouffer was arrested about 6 months ago. Police found that he was intoxicated when a crash happened in 2018, killing his wife. Now members of his wife's family are sharing their thoughts.
But hearing him say he was guilty of driving the vehicle that cut in front of the truck that killed my daughter, it brought closure to me.
Now Josh Stouffer is scheduled to be sentenced this afternoon in Laurel County at 1. And officials from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office say deputies arrested 2 people after someone reported a fight. When deputies arrived at the scene, they say 32-year-old Justin Jones of London ran away from the scene. The deputy chased Jones on foot for more than 100 yards before taking him into custody. As the investigation continued, deputies tried to find the other person involved in the initial complaint. They said they found 32-year-old Tanya Smith hiding in the back room of a house. Jones and Smith were both held in the Laurel County Correctional Center. And officials with the Laurel County Sheriff's Office also say deputies arrested a man after he attempted to shoplift at a Walmart. Officials say 38-year-old Bobby Johnson of Jellicoe, Tennessee was arrested on Saturday at the Walmart near Corbin in southern Laurel County. Johnson is accused of trying to steal a pellet rifle valued at $83. Johnson was charged with theft by unlawful taking and shoplifting under $500. He is held in the Laurel County Correctional Center. And a mother dog and her puppies from Grayson County got the attention of Louisville animal rescuers after being shot in the leg and badly beaten. The dog was brought into the hospital this past weekend with her front leg swollen and shattered after being shot. Deputies, despite the pain she is in, this mother still wants to care for her 1-month-old puppies. However, no one was able to pay for the tremendous medical bills until one woman stepped in to help.
The agony that she was in, and knowing that she was sent home, and there were no groups that could come forth and help her, and it just I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do anything.
Now authorities stepped in to help rescue the dog and her 7 puppies from Litchfield, and Rebecca says they are investigating the owner. And the Bowling Green Police Department arrested a man in connection to the deadly shooting in an O'Charlie's parking lot. Detectives say 44-year-old Terry Stice of Bowling Green fired several rounds at Elijah Taylor, who died at the scene. Another person is also accused of striking Stice with a vehicle and leaving the scene. Police say Stice fired more rounds at the vehicle as it made attempts to get out of the parking lot. Stice has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder and possession of a handgun by a convicted felon. And officials in Pennington Gap, Virginia are seeking the public's help to identify vandals at Lehman Field. The town of Pennington Gap took to its Facebook page this past weekend asking the public to report any suspicious activity around Lehman Field. The post reads, quote, "The town and the citizens take great pride in the park, and we need all the help we can to keep people from destroying it," end quote. If you have any information about the vandalism or want to report any suspicious activity, you're asked to contact the Lee County, Virginia Sheriff's Office at 276-346-7777. And police are investigating after a former Tennessee Tech football player was arrested in a deadly hit and run in South Carolina on Saturday. 23-year-old Riley Patton is charged with felony DUI, resulting in death and leaving the scene of an accident involving death. This is after officials say he hit a truck and a person near Myrtle Beach. And a newborn was just 1 hour old when she was placed in a safe haven box in Indiana. Just seconds after the infant was placed in the baby box, firefighters took her out and began giving her medical care. She's the first child left in Seymour's safe haven box since it was installed in June. Across Indiana, 5 infants have been placed in the boxes over the last 2 years. The box gives parents a way to anonymously surrender their baby, no questions asked.
Our baby box is a last resort option for moms. We want them to choose a parenting plan. We want them to choose an adoption plan. But if they can't do those, we don't want a baby in a dumpster.
The newborn will be turned over to Child Protective Services. Officials are working to bring baby boxes to more communities, but we're grateful this one was placed already. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, a group of people and their dogs braved the chilly weather yesterday morning in Winchester to hone in on their Frisbee skills.
Well, the rain has returned to the mountains. I'll have more details on the wet weather coming up.